Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Anna Morphides with Mental Health Counseling. And I wanted to make a video today on how to stop sabotaging a new forming relationship. So I do have quite a few people that reach out to me in the beginning stages of their relationship where usually we start to feel things that are uncomfortable, not really sure how to explore, challenging, maybe perhaps even a little bit insecure, but I shouldn't say always, just in some cases. It just depends what your attachment style has been so far, how you grew up as a child, what your core beliefs are. So now I'm talking about the people that would resonate with my core beliefs of being, I am not good enough, I am not worthy, I am unlovable, I am bound to be rejected. So these are the types of core beliefs that I had always running my central nervous system with. And those are the signals that I've fired. That's the vibration I carried. So of course, I would always manifest that into my relationships. So I'm talking about this type of humanity that has that certain set of core beliefs and also had an anxious attachment style that was similar to mine, where you are basically scared that this person is going to get to know you and then they're going to want to leave you once they get to know you, because it goes back to your core beliefs. I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. I am bound to be rejected. So the most important thing to do in a relationship, if you do not want to self-sabotage it, is be conscious of the things that are coming up for you. So to stop sabotaging it, then you would have to heal the things that are coming up for you. So say, for example, in my case, if I was to start a relationship right now, I would most likely feel that I'm bound to be rejected, right? Because that's a core belief that runs through me quite deeply. As soon as they get to know me, they're gonna wanna go. So boom, all of a sudden there's fear right away. There's fear and anxiety coming in. And it's easier for me not to want to look at that than to look at it. But if I don't look at it and I continue to be in my fear and anxious state, then I'm going to sabotage my relationship, because my energy is going to be fear and anxious based. And of course, like attracts like, so I'm going to attract that sort of behavior from my person. And of course, it's going to sabotage the relationship. It really, you guys, it's 100% up to us. And it really comes down to your core beliefs and your sense of self, your self-concept. Like Neville Goddard always talks about, like, your self-concept, law of assumption. Who do you assume that you are? Do you assume that you are someone who's bound to be rejected, not worthy enough, that you don't deserve for someone to hold you in your emotions? You don't deserve for someone to show up for you. You don't deserve for someone to be there for you because they want to, because they like you, because they value you. That's probably because you don't value or like yourself. You don't see those qualities about yourself. So you want to feel that and experience that. But unless you feel that for yourself and you know that you're worthy and you know that you deserve it, then the chances that you're going to receive it from that person are going to be not very big, because you're basically creating that experience for you. And that's what the law of assumption is based on as well. It's like what you feel about yourself is what you're going to experience from others. And you guys, I know how hard this is. I know, because this has been my experience my entire life. And it's a lot to rewire and to reprogram yourself to feel worthy and good enough. And now at least I'm aware enough to know that this is how I feel, as opposed to maybe back in the day when I didn't know why I was feeling this way. So then I would project to the person that I was with. So I would think that they're not calling me enough. They're not doing enough. They're not taking me out enough. They're not listening to me enough. They're being too this with me. But I was kind of recreating that experience from that person to show up in this way, because that's who I assumed I was, someone that was not worthy of more. So then once I understood it, then I started to work on myself and do my affirmations and change my core beliefs. But also, once you do the work to change your core beliefs, then you have to go that extra little step to like integrate them within your system and start to allow yourself to experience the new you without any doubts. And if it's doubts start creeping in, just keep reframing your thoughts so you don't sabotage your relationship with the unwanted feelings and or thoughts. It can totally be done. I know that it feels like it's a lot of work. I know that it feels like it's a lot of it's effort, and it's sometimes maybe easier to just not even look at it and not even do it. But once you start to do it and you're able to really express yourself in a way that is conscious and understand your wounds and be able to not act out of them, but to acknowledge them, voice them, allow them to be, accept them, but know that you deserve different, then your relationship can also reflect this new way of being. And then we don't sabotage it anymore. We're able to be in it because we know that we're worthy and we know that we're good enough and we deserve for someone to hold us in whatever space it is that we have been yearning for all these years. So I guess the last question then would be, how do you do that work? Again, it would just be affirmations. So say, for my example, in my case, I would affirm to myself all the time, I am worthy. I deserve love. I am lovable. Maybe I would look at myself in the mirror every morning and say that, or every time I caught myself in the mirror, I would say that. I would write it on a sticky note. I would also journal what I would want my relationship to feel like, right? So instead of sabotaging it, I would use the power of the law of assumption in my imagination to write it out in a journal out as I want it. I visualize myself to be held in a space where I am safe and my emotions are allowed to be expressed without being judged, without being felt too much. Whatever it is that you want to experience, instead of sabotaging your relationship, just write out the visual of what you actually want to experience, so then you can create that and know that you can have it. So affirm it, journal it, visualize it. You can even close your eyes and meditate on that. There's so many beautiful meditations on YouTube actually that will shift your energy even subconsciously. You can just put into the little search box, how to release anxiety in relationships, how to increase my self-worth meditation. And then you can just practice these things, because you're not your thoughts, to change your thoughts and provide a different self-concept for yourself so you can have a different outcome of a relationship. As always, thank you so much for watching my videos. If you liked anything about this content, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And if you wanted a private session with me, all my information is listed down below. I am a wellness coach and a wellness counselor and a certified life coach. And this is my pride and joy to be able to share this knowledge with the world to make your life easier, especially in the relationship department with the self and the rest of the world. I'm wishing you a blessed rest of your day. I will see you next time.